of the greatest factors in 20th century, 21st century literature is the protagonist that you can relate to, the one you can get, not the Sherlock Holmes that's this person who's out there who has abilities that you don't understand, you don't get. Yes, there are superheroes, but the superheroes all still have traits that you can understand. And that was Stan Lee brought that about. Hey, give superheroes a flaw, but a realistic human flaw, and that's where your interesting protagonists come from. Is interesting, and a flaw, or a number of flaws, but they have to be relatable. If your protagonist is pedophile, you're going to have problems, and you probably should. That's a person, they're not going to be able to overcome that, and the readers aren't going to keep reading past that point. But the broken protagonist, where they maybe drink a little too much, and maybe swear too much in public, and get ostracized for certain things. But if they're working on it, trying to overcome that, then that's a journey most people are taking in their real lives. But you give your protagonist that opportunity to climb higher and higher. A physical description on a lot of mine, I will give just enough to give them a general feeling and whatever's important to the story. I had one protagonist who was a little bit taller and bigger than other folks, so that was an element within the story. So it was important to put that in. I had another protagonist that I didn't give her skin color, I didn't give her national origin, didn't give anything, and like 18, 19 books later, here's this. I did give her purple eyes, so that's the one trait. Although, yeah, we had actors and did cover shoot, so that person was on the cover. So that kind of did away with my intent of you fill in what you want on this character. So you can get away with that. I did a book where I didn't even mention the character's name because I wrote it from first person. And sometimes I just, hey, how's it going? Oh, hey, great to see you. And you never know what that person's name is. I thought that was interesting. The most important thing you can do, show, don't tell, right? Show their actions. Their actions define people. And you'll see this with the antagonist. That they do good things too. People do good things, and sometimes people do bad things, but they do bad things for the right reasons in their mind. Your protagonist needs to be doing good things for the right reasons, and if they're doing bad things, needs to be justifiable. They can't just do bad things to do bad things and say, oh, hey, that's a flaw, I'm going to overcome it. No, you're going to lose your readers. There's certain things, and also a good thing that you can do with third person omni or even first person is you get in their head. Sometimes their intentions don't meet their actions. And this is where you have to be careful with that, making sure that the intentions are sound and real, not just to go mess with somebody, but hey, I need to put the fear into him so he leaves this other person alone. And how he does that, you could look and say, oh my God, he just gets in somebody's face for what looks like no reason, but he had seen earlier that this dude was harassing a girl, and it needed to stop. So he stepped in, caused a ruckus, and stopped what was a bad action. So his actions look like, hey, he just started a bar fight, but his intent was, I'm gonna make it so she can get away. Those kinds of things, and that's the great thing about first person or third person omni, where you see their intents. When their intentions and their actions line up, even though their actions may seem disjointed, but that's a good protagonist. That's one that people can get behind. Hey, he did maybe the wrong thing, but for the right reason and for the really right reasons. And that's what you're taking your readers on, is this journey of these right reasons to get to a desired result, a journey of discovery, a journey of conflict resolution. All of that fits into the character. So interesting protagonists, flaws that aren't reprehensible, that they're working to overcome. They recognize that they have these. Physical description just enough to pique PIQUE, your reader's imagination. Let their actions speak for them with a little bit of intent, showing that, hey, these do line up. He is doing things for the right reasons, and keep them relatable to your readers, relatable to humanity. People aren't just pure evil. Those are very, very rare. They all have some elements that, hey, people can relate to. All right. Everybody have a great day. That's it for today's episode. Writing me an interesting protagonist.